Wij zijn Haas en Haan van Favela Painting. Onze movement maakt grote kunstwerken in Braziliaanse sloppenwijken.
My name is Jeroen Koolhaas and I'm painting here with Dre Urhan. We're painting a 2,000 square meter river with carp in Japanese tattoo style in Vila Cruzeiro in Rio de Janeiro.
My name is Dre Urhan, and I'm one of the two painters of this gigantic artwork that I'm sitting in.
We were standing on a roof over here, looking at this concrete structure, and the idea hit both of us at the same time that we should paint a river on it. It came to both of us in a flash.
What we talked about was it's important to make something beautiful and make it almost simplistically beautiful. Make something that has a very high everybody will like it factor. In the beginning, people were a bit cautious of us.
Nobody would ever expect people to come and bring a huge work of art to a community like this, where people don't like to go if they're not from here. People are scared of this place. And we're showing that you don't need to be scared of these people or this place. If we could find a way for these people to have this pride and sense of pride about their neighborhood, have that painted on their walls to show to the outside world how good they feel about themselves. And only by putting a small film of paint on the whole surface of the thing, that we thought that would be a really simple idea to help bridge this gap. Like a new shirt, you put a new shirt on the favela.
People now say stuff like that they've never been to a museum in their lives, and they thank us for bringing something cultural to their neighborhood. They say, "Oh, it's beautiful. It's real art."
It's really hard to set up the drawing on a round inclined surface. It's almost impossible. But we developed our own techniques how to do it. 1,000 liters of paint must have gone into this already. In the middle of summer, on this concrete surface, it could be almost 50 degrees centigrade. There's been a lot of shooting. We've had lots of shootouts between the police and the drug gang.
Todo tempo acontece muito essa invasão poxa, semana passada a semana toda foi assim, de tiro, pessoas baleadas.
Perto, né?
E melhor condição de saúde. A força da natureza está por todos. E se a temperatura ambiente não passa dos 10 graus?
We discussed this a lot. We could decide to paint something here which directly links to the reputation of violence or the story of the killed journalist or you know, something to do with the dying youth. We could do anything like that. I mean, there's a million things we thought about that we could do, but in the end we decided to do something which didn't have anything to do with those problems, because we wanted to, whatever we bring here, to be removed from all those negative aspects and just to bring some kind of beauty to the neighborhood. And I think that in the end worked out really well for the press and the attention the neighborhood got.
Uma das favelas do Complexo do Alemão virou tela para dois artistas holandeses. Eles escolheram o local para mostrar que a realidade pode ser bem diferente para os moradores. A favela Vila Cruzeiro, na Penha, é marcada por histórias de violência. Palco de mortes e conflitos, é considerada uma das mais perigosas do Rio. E foi esse cenário que dois artistas holandeses resolveram modificar. Numa das escadarias da Vila Cruzeiro, fizeram um trabalho que hoje é motivo de orgulho para todos os moradores. A pintura levou 8 meses para ser concluída.
Dando contra a corrente, no Rio, uma dupla de holandeses usa a arte para desenvolver autoestima aos moradores da violenta favela da Vila Cruzeiro.
Hoje, uma pintura de 2.000 metros quadrados chamava a atenção na favela da Vila Cruzeiro, na zona norte do Rio, local que já foi cenário de muitas tragédias. Entre elas, a morte do jornalista Tim Lopes. A pintura é da dupla holandesa de artistas plásticos Giron e Drey. Todo este trabalho, uma verdadeira obra de arte a céu aberto, levou 8 meses para ficar pronto. Com isso, os idealizadores esperam elevar a autoestima dos moradores.
Essa comunidade também precisa de uma reputação melhor, umas notícias boas.
Nós queremos mostrar fora da comunidade que tem as coisas boas aqui, e tem muitos moradores que querem crescer, querem fazer coisas boas.
O painel integra um projeto que começou em 2006, criando uma série de pinturas em diversos pontos da Vila Cruzeiro. Esse de agora mostra grandes peixes vermelhos nadando contra a corrente, num rio de águas revoltas. Os moradores aprovaram.
Muita beleza. Todo mundo que vê, passa, vê, fala, a rua ficou incrível. Muito bonito.
Há 2 anos eles criaram um movimento artístico que envolveu jovens daqui da comunidade.
Haas e Han é o nome artístico da dupla responsável pelo desenho de 2.000 metros quadrados.
Os peixes significa a luta para sobreviver no rio.
But nobody would actually come to our inauguration party, and there was like busloads full, and other people just came. It was just like all these people kept on coming, and I was so surprised to see.
If you react on that using the same kind of media, where you use political type imagery, or you use texts or quotes or anything that reacts directly onto that, you're playing the same game that all the journalists play. And here we're playing a different game, that we brought something visual that works and brings across a positive sentiment. The really positive thing in general is just to give attention to people or to a place. What we place our emphasis on, is it to get good media for this area, or is it the amount of kids we work with, or is it how stylish it looks or how beautiful it is? And all these things, of course, you have to take into account.
We want to make something that we feel is appropriate in that particular situation.
Something that just works really strong visually, and I think that will remain to be the strength of our work. We will strive to do that, to make things that will just have a really simple way of communicating, or being able to, you can just take one picture and you understand what it is that you've made, without having too much theory and side notes attached to it to be able to explain what you're doing. I think that's what we sort of aspire to do.
Just paint like a huge hill that would be like in the center of Rio.
Yeah, the origin of the Favela Painting Project is to paint a whole slum. To paint a whole mountainside slum, and we realize that we haven't done that yet. So that was the original idea was, and we had to start somewhere, and we had to start small, because you don't know. And we did a small one, and now we did a bit bigger one. But we'd still like to do a whole slum.